Hey guys, how you doing? Trucker G here.
I'm Mrs. G.
How you doing? How you doing? Wait till we get a few people on here and we'll kind of explain the title of this video. Or this live, should I say. Let me see if we can get comments pulled up. Trying to.
I'm working on it, guys. Trying to get YouTube pulled up.
Wait till we get a few people. There we go. I got mine pulled up.
Mine takes longer.
Yeah, it does. There we go. Gary, how you doing? Hopefully you guys can all hear us all right and it's not real slow. Click that right there.
Miss Lady says hi. Sherry Ross says, hey, geez. Lisa says hi.
And Jay Prepper says, yes, Verizon hates us all.
Seems to be the case.
Yeah, well, there's quite a few people coming in here now, and we'll kind of get into the topic here. Verizon, PayPal, Facebook, to name a few, Karen says. Yeah, exactly. They're really quick about taking our money, but they're not really quick on helping the country. And what I mean by that is, y'all know Gerald. He, little Gerald. He's headed to Greenland. He made it to Greenland. He got there today. Finally made it there. And before he left, he called Verizon up, and everything was supposed to work fine with his phone. Well, it don't work fine.
Yeah, they assured him that his plan on his phone would work. No problem.
Yeah.
And it's not the case.
Exactly. And so we called, we tried to fix his plan and all that, get him his international calling plan. They want to charge him $10 a day. That's $300
a month. On top of his existing,
which is $150.
Yeah, so $450
a month for one line. And you know, Bubby's single, and it just sat there and made me think. You know, what about these people these young men and women that go overseas
and they have families?
And they have families.
They have children that they like to talk to, their spouses. Bub has us, and you know, he wanted to call and talk to us today, but you know, he couldn't call because his phone plan that Verizon assured him about isn't working.
Well, they said, well, we do have a second plan. It's not $10 a day. It's another $100. Another $100. Yeah, another $100 a month. But it's limited.
Yes, the $10 a day one is unlimited, but the $100 one is limited.
And that's on top of his regular.
On top of his bill.
His regular bill, and you guys all heard me talk to Jan on the phone a few months back when I was talking to Jan at Verizon. This phone call here was a whole lot worse than the one with Jan. I was pretty mad.
We spent 45 minutes on the phone with a Verizon lady, and she could not get past the fact that it was not our plan we were calling her about. She talked over us, and she would not listen, and we repeated ourselves, we're calling on behalf of our son, because he can't call in because his phone isn't working the way it should work. It's not working properly because of the challenges of being in Greenland.
Brenda says, love T-Mobile. Yeah, we actually did check with T-Mobile. The problem is he just upgraded his phone 3 months ago before he knew he was heading over, or before he knew that his plan wasn't going to work there. Yeah. And so now he's got $1,000 that he has to pay for a phone. So it's crazy.
Naomi said, have him get WhatsApp. Guys, I need to go grab a charger.
Put this charger on there.
Let's see if it reaches.
Yeah, well, I got the long charger.
Sorry about that. We're ill-prepared this evening.
We've been busy today, guys. We've been really busy today.
It's super aggravating.
Yes, so we did. We spoke with the higher.
We did, and that's the thing.
Lene.
The lady that we originally started speaking with, again, would continue to talk over us, wouldn't let us talk. A supervisor, someone above her, several times, and it's like, oh, she put us on hold. And
Charles, yeah, she can. I didn't mean to interrupt you, honey. Yeah, he can call with the Wi-Fi, but the problem is he's got limited data.
It's limited up there. But the thing is, it's just mind-boggling that they're doing this for our our military
It won't let me
people.
pull it up. Holly says they have a military rate. Yeah, the military rate is that they give them 10% off.
It's 12%.
At 12% because he's deployed. But I mean, 12% off $100 is still $88 on top of his regular bill.
Hey, get down, T. It's crazy.
Oh, Patty said he can have it suspended if he sends a copy of his orders. And that's a possibility. Thanks, Patty, for bringing that up.
Thank you. We appreciate any help that you guys can give us. But it's nuts how, they give a 12% off discount. And then I know going through this process, Bub has had to call and talk to multiple different insurance and all that stuff in order to get everything wrapped up so that he could go to Greenland. And so that he isn't incurring those charges with everyday life because he's not going to be here in the States. And everyone was very accommodating. Everyone, military, you're being
Get down.
Get down, TT. You're being stationed in Greenland. Okay, well, we're going to work with you. We're going to do this and we're going to do that. Verizon's not that way.
Melissa says T-Mobile will pay him to switch. We might look into that.
We definitely, it's an avenue to think of because he can't.
Heather says that is costly for the military. Yeah, they don't pay. They don't pay our military men and women enough.
No, they don't. They're on budgets. And the thing is that's sad is that they're not doing more to help out.
Daryl said for you to call him tomorrow that he's got a solution.
Okay.
Okay, Daryl. Thank you, buddy.
Was it Daryl?
Daryl Martin.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I see. I forgot Daryl's boys are in the military.
Yeah.
One of his boys is in the military.
You shouldn't have to jump through hoops like this, though. I mean, these are multi-million-dollar or billion-dollar companies. These are huge corporations. They can afford to give our military men and women a reasonable rate. I mean, if not for free, they can at least afford to give them a reasonable rate and make sure that they can call home to their families.
To their families.
And it's not just because of my son. It got me to thinking more about other people's families, the ones that actually have children. As far as my son goes, I'll figure it out for him to call me and his mom. But it really, really concerned me about, men that go over there or women that go over there and have children here. Mm-hmm. And the children, they can't even talk to their children.
Plus on top of whatever bills that they already have going.
I mean, I've heard some of our military men and women having to be on food. Let alone all the veterans that are living out on the street. When are we going to start taking care of our veterans? When are we going to start taking care of our military men and women? It's ridiculous.
Like I said, I know when it comes to being
Nelio
military.
says this is him saying it's Biden's fault. No, it's not Biden's fault. It's the government's fault. I mean, this has been going on for a long time. There's been homeless veterans out on the street long before Biden.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like none of them even care because they're eating fine. They're housed just fine. Us taxpayers are paying them just fine.
And the thing is, he tried to make sure, just like other military men and women, before they end up going out of the States, to make sure that everything is in order so that they wouldn't have to deal with this problem. And he did what he was supposed to, and they assured him that he would have no issues.
Kim says, my sister used Facebook while she had her daughter while she served. The problem is if you don't have internet, you can't even do a Facebook call.
Yeah. And
without getting charged an arm and a leg. So do you make the phone call home, or does your family back home get the paycheck to eat? You got to choose what's more important, for me to talk to my family or for my family to eat. Yeah. And our military men and women shouldn't be put in that boat. They shouldn't have to choose. Pamela says this should be free for all of them. I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Bam Bam says if Little G is an enlisted grunt, he makes less than I do from Social Security, $1,500 a month to survive. Heck, I dropped $52 yesterday to give away a used computer to one of Stan's mods.
Yeah, and Social Security, don't even get me started on that. They don't even pay our elderly enough money to even live off of, let alone the prescriptions that they need. I mean, our elderly shouldn't be having to worry about, am I going to get my prescription this month to live, or am I going to be able to eat?
Yeah.
I mean, you paid all that money into Social Security. What happened to all the interest that they should have been that they collected on all those years? Burns me up. It burns me up. The misuse of funds.
Eric and Doris says military families should not have to go on food stamps. Yes, it's been going on for a long time.
Yes, it has, and
it just blows my mind. This is the way that our military and our veterans are treated. Texas lady said, my son was in Guam and we Wi-Fi face called through Messenger. This has been going on a long time, years.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is with Wi-Fi calling, and they're allotted so many gigs while they're there, and once they run through that, then they're super limited. And with that plan, the $100 a month plan for him, he gets 250 minutes.
The thing was, we called T-Mobile also, and I thought about just getting them another line from there because I was trying to go through all the different avenues that we could go down. And T-Mobile did have an unlimited plan for him, but for telephone calls, anything after 250 minutes or something like that was going to be 25 cents a minute. Which we could, I mean, if his internet was fast enough.
Then we could do the FaceTime and the, calling through Facebook Messenger and everything like that. Which then that wouldn't be an issue. But I just don't understand why Verizon, the carrier we've been with Verizon for umpteen years. I mean, it was Alltel to begin with, and they bought them out and it became Verizon. Our son was on our plan, and then when he went into the military, he established his own phone plan on his own. And being in the military, you would think that they would take care of our military personnel a whole lot better than they do.
Marilyn says, I'm on Social Security and I can barely get by. I only get $1,100 a month and I have to pay rent, gas, lights, gas for my car, and try to eat. Can't do it anymore. Now it's between eating or gas in my car. And you shouldn't have to choose. And Pamela says, but T-Mobile doesn't reach everywhere. And that's the problem. That's why we still have Verizon, because that's the only thing that works out here. I've got the other phone, which is an AT&T phone, but it does not work here.
Yeah, we tried it, and we were once we came home.
Or is that what we're on now?
No, this is the Verizon's phone. Because we did try the AT&T phone, and it didn't work. We were excited once we got home to test it out to see if, maybe we could make the move from Verizon to AT&T, but no service out here.
Tammy, I mean, I don't know much about satellite phones. That I'll have to research on.
We'll look into it.
Amy said that they have a government plan. Yeah, if they have the government plan they had, the Verizon plan they had for military was.
Lois says, so want Alltel back. Yeah, no joke. Naomi asks, is there a cable provider where he is? I do not know. Today is his first day being there, and he's still trying to get everything figured out about what it comes he does know he only gets so many gigs per month for internet there on the base.
We'll figure Gerald out. I mean,
we'll
figure something out for him.
We'll figure it out, but it makes you worry.
It makes me worry about the rest of our military men and women that are serving.
Spouses.
I knew we had a problem with taking care of our veterans and taking care of our men and women that are serving now, but I didn't realize it was as bad as it is. I had no idea it was this bad.
Dorcas says, I only get $800 a month on SSI. I have rent, lights, and gas for the house. I'm broke. Thank God for a few food banks.
A couple people have mentioned Patriot Mobile. We'll check into that. Thank you.
Thank you. Christian said, I wore a bright orange t-shirt today and an orange sweatshirt over it.
Oh, did you show him your shirt?
Oh, the prisoner
FMCSA inmate.
Courtesy of Joe Danny.
Yes. My brother.
Carolyn says, I have multiple clients in other countries and they call me through Facebook.
Service plan in order to even call on Facebook.
Yeah. Kay says, OMG, this is unacceptable. Starlink, Elon Musk may have service there. You can search their website.
I'm going to have to see what they have for Greenland.
Yeah, because I know they don't have it where we're at, but we will definitely check into that. And we appreciate the advice from everybody.
They said the VA is getting worse now that Biden. Yeah, I was just talking to my stepdad yesterday. He came in from Phoenix, and he was supposed to go have a shot. So he tried to set up having the shot done in Marshfield because he was down here from Phoenix. And they told him, no, they don't have a urologist here. That he has to go all the way to Columbia, which is a 5-hour trip, another 5-hour trip back. But he'll have to go there to get the shot because they don't have a urologist. And he's trying to explain to him, it's just a shot. I don't need a urologist to give me the shot. I just need a nurse to do it. No, you have to go. You have to go to Columbia. Yeah, he gets to Columbia. They give him the shot and say, well, why didn't you just go to Marshfield? You didn't have to see a urologist to go to get the shot.
Keith says, it's getting to the point that I have to stay home. Gas is $4.49 here now.
And it keeps going up and up.
Yeah, and it's going,
and the diesel
crazy.
Prices are going up also. Rates ain't going up very much.
Denise says, there should be someone in his command that can help him find out things. And yes, he's definitely going to talk to everybody tomorrow.
Sue said Trump took care of veterans and military. But there's still veterans that are homeless under Trump also. This has been going on long before Trump and been going on and still going on. We shouldn't have who's president. We should not have, and I'll repeat it again, we should not have one veteran homeless living on the street.
No. And I know a lot of our veterans do have mental problems, mental illness, where they need to be seen and they need to be taken care of, but the VA's not doing that. Gator Girl says, I get Medicaid because I am super low income and now they won't pay for my blood pressure meds and I don't make enough to pay for it.
It's ridiculous. I just don't get it.
Sherry says, our gas is $5.06 here in Bloomington, Illinois. Riley says they should have Wi-Fi cafes. I'll have him look into that.
Yeah, we're gonna check every avenue we can for him.
Yes, everything.
I'm just appalled by how our military men and women are treated. Our veterans are treated. I mean, I was appalled before, but now I'm. And I told Verizon when we spoke with us, I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to say, actually, I made the title of the video a whole lot better than what I told them it was going to be. I told them the video was going to say, Verizon hates America. But I left it an open-ended question. It was actually very helpful. He was a really, really nice guy. He was just doing his job, and I felt bad for him.
Really nice. He took everything to what we said into consideration. He gave us some other advice. But it just, like G said, it just makes you wonder, what about the military?
They're risking everything. They're risking everything for this country. They should be able to call their children. They should be able to call their mothers and fathers. They should be able to call their wives and their loved ones.
Cajun Cat King says, unfortunately, I am homeless. A homeless veteran living out of my car and storage since May 16th. That shouldn't happen.
And it shouldn't be that way.
Sherry said, you're right, Mrs. G. It's sad, no mental health for our veterans. And they don't. They don't do nothing for them. And if a veteran tries to go get help, they have to make them jump through multiple hoops.
Yes.
And then it's just one big circle that they make them run in. And that's not right. Wyoming Girl says, not defending Verizon, but isn't it green? Fighter. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm sure they do, but does Verizon have to charge $300 or have to charge $10 a day, or do they have to charge $300 for the $100 for the month for if you want a cheaper version? It's $100 extra per month on top of your regular a month. So that brings it up to $250 a month for limited. When his regular bill, he's paying for unlimited in Greenland. So why are they still charging him $150 for unlimited when he's in Greenland and they're going to charge him an extra $100 to get unlimited?
Ben Weather says you should.
We're going to check into that. I wasn't aware of it, so. But like I said, this video wasn't just about my son. I'm not.
It's
here
about
just
all our military men and women.
I'll just say. And like I said, as far as me and Mrs. G goes, we'll take care of Gerald. We'll make sure he's taken care of. But what bothered me was the other men and women that are serving our country. They're getting screwed over by these big corporations just for them to make an extra dime. Getting screwed over by the government, giving their lives and sacrificing everything, and yet living on the streets.
Wowman Girl said, sorry, I was coming in late. I just thought maybe he could get Verizon over there, and that was the issue.
Don't be sorry. I'm not getting mad at you. It burns me up.
It's very frustrating
that our military is treated this way.
Disrespected in our country, and that is a shame. They should not be disrespected in our country. They give their lives up to protect our country. He said,
we decided to take another avenue. We threw an audible today, and we're not going to sell it on the realtor. I called the realtor because we didn't sign nothing yet. Called the realtor, and we're actually going to auction it. We're having the auction July 16th. House, contents, everything goes. Auctioneer
say it
came
again
up.
Because we got froze there for a minute.
July 16th. House, contents, everything.
Let's go.
Goes on July 16th. Get down. And that's as long as the house makes our reserve, and I'm not sure what the reserve is yet.
Bam Bam says, when I served, we fought to see who could use 3 payphones.
It's crazy. Get down. No better.
Kalika, I think I said your Riley said, when I came home from military.
And it shouldn't be that way. You loved your country when you signed. You should.
Your country should love you.
But your country should love you enough to keep loving.
Sherry, no, we haven't checked out Patriot Mobile, but we're freezing up. Let's see if maybe if we move it just a little. Possibly not.
Chuck says, house truck. I'm hurting, Chuck. Can you guys still hear okay?
My son was told that if he could.
He said to break it up bad.
Oh.
Let's see.
Rhonda said, my son was told that if he called home, it would be a local call. $100.
It's crazy.
That's nuts.
They don't make enough to pay for that.
Ours says auction, smart move. And daughter of a Marine, 4 brothers that were/are Marines. Only getting worse.
See, it was working just fine a minute ago, and now it's freezing.
Jennifer said, sometimes. Oh, I don't. Maybe if we touch her nose and it would help.
I need my tinfoil hat on. Maybe.
capping your service.
You're probably right.
All right. You want to try to go out and come back and see if that works? Yeah, because I've got no picture on YouTube, and we're
Actually worse outside.
It is.
Well, let's see if it works in the backyard. Let's try it out there.
okay. Well, you're
Let's see.
or not lose signal, lose.
Let's give it a try. I don't think it's
Had a minute ago.
or inaudible. This ain't no better, I don't think.
I still got no picture on YouTube. CT in the house. Quit looking the deck, you weirdo.
Is it any better? They'll say transmission unstable due to weak network. Panelist is better.
Wyoming Girl says, doesn't the pop cans work for buffering? Military should provide phones to all those serving. We have 2 pay-as-you-go phone plans from U.S. Cellular. I pay $86 a month for both. One is unlimited for 48, and the other is a safety plan for seniors. Everything is terrible. Heating oil is exactly double from a year as well.
And they should provide it, especially if they're deployed overseas, and provide them with some kind of phone plan to be able to call their families.
Something. Southern Boy says, you gotta love technology.
He said, still breaking up.
Heidi says, seems it's
it went away.
A bit better. Oh.
For a second.
Ow. I used to live. I have an awesome chiropractor in San Diego that will straighten your back out guaranteed.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Dottie says it's better, but you're in the dark.
Yeah, we're in the dark. Heck, I'm always in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good like this. That way it ain't shining out that light. How's that?
YouTube, possibly.
Did
no.
we?
Yeah, you got the deal back again. Lucinda said, I hear better. Yeah, YouTube just did a wonky thing.
Put up a coat hanger antenna.
Be like this. Let's see if I can get my YouTube to...
They said I missed your comment buffering about you guys all going to travel when you auction your house. What you call it? We're auctioning the house on July 16th. Everything's going to be sold. After that, I'm not sure what we're going to do as far as house goes. We'll be living in the truck for a little bit.
Oh, okay. I think we might have got better.
We've made arrangements for Papa. He'll be taken care of, so me and Miss G's probably going to be living in the truck for a little bit. Huh, baby?
Yeah. Sherry says, stay right where you are. It's good. Who would have thunk it? We'll just do this one standing up in the backyard.
Yeah, I'm sitting here holding it.
Ann says, do you have a place to move to? No, we do not yet, hun. Bonnie said, pants optional, LOL. Jamie said, YouTube is good.
YouTube's good.
TT, quit trying to smush your face through the sliding glass door. Beverly said, hearing is better.
I'd sit down on this chair right here, but
It's
I think it's wet. Why don't you grab a rag to wipe that off, and we'll set it up on this chair.
Down.
I guess I can have a wet butt, can't I? Mission unstable due to we moved.
We moved. Figures. TT.
Let's see if I can set that up.
KR said, wow, that's the clearest view now.
Due to weak network connection.
Sherry said, go get your chairs. Dr. Pepper Drinker says, I pray for little G that he is safe and protected while he is gone. Thank you, honey, so much. Stacy said, way better than it was.
Jeff Grizzly Beck says, I'm watching you in Stratford, Missouri, right down the road from us, man.
Down the road. Man says, contact the veteran service officer.
Okay.
Donna said, this is a comment a Marine parent posted about phone service in Japan. Just something to look into. Get the app, WhatsApp, totally free. You can call, text, and FaceTime. I learned my lesson after a $1,400 Verizon bill. I called them and they...
Yeah, that's great, but there's limited data. So the WhatsApp is going to eat up his data, and then he's going to be in the same boat as the problem. But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Jared said, hell, watching from Osage Beach, Missouri, and boy, the lake was nice today.
Osage Beach, just right down the road too. Everybody's so close to us, but nobody invited us. What the heck, guys?
Dr. Pepper Drinker says, orange, you glad you wore orange shirt today, LOL. Connie said, evening, G's. Brian said, hello, G's, beautiful outside. It is a beautiful evening.
Sam says, we switched from Verizon 2 years ago. Terrible service. The problem is, where we live, Verizon's the only thing that works out here.
We were hoping that, since we got the AT&T phone
AT&T don't work,
that when we got home, we'd be able to use it, and it's a no-go, guys. JJ Juber said, Mrs. G, do me a favor. Please, this boy in Florida has spina bifida. His name is Chance Kern. His mom is Amanda Kern. She just found out that she has breast cancer. Keep her in your prayers, please. Definitely. We will keep them both in our prayers.
Mary's watching from Mountain Grove, right down the road. Everybody's right down the road, but nobody's invited me over or nothing. What the heck, guys?
We looked at houses in Mountain
Or nobody's
Grove,
heck, you don't have to invite me over. Why didn't you come over here?
Come over. Child of God said, no issues ever with Verizon, 20 years strong, but they could give us old members a break. Sheesh.
And I've been here for pretty close to 20 years with Verizon, and I'm not even asking for a break. I'm just wanting them to give our military men and women a break.
He said, going to join up with a convoy in Big Cabin Saturday and running down Old 66.
Awesome.
To Dupuy? Depew, sorry. Small Water Guy says, get with Starlink, works great in Missouri.
It don't work here. I actually checked into it right here, and we're in that bubble.
It figures.
How's my back? My back is hurting, Sherry.
Patricia says, visiting my daughter right now in Florida. Gas is cheaper here than in Arizona right now. That's different. I would have thought it would have been the other way around.
Oh.
Krista said, open invite in Ohio. Beverly said, Rhonda Vincent lives in the Lake of the
she lives
Ozarks.
right down the road.
Maybe she will invite you down.
She needs to invite me. I mean, I love her music. Actually, I like watching her husband, too. He does a lot of fishing up there.
Oh, that's right. You showed me videos. Loretta said they got a
reach out to Rhonda Vincent. Tell her she needs to get with the G's.
Ugh.
We need to have a fish fry.
Loretta said they got a book out about the convoy in Ottawa being released June 24th. My sister ordered one and got one for me. Can't wait to get it. Awesome.
Cool.
Kathy says Verizon sucks.
Yes,
it does. TT, don't wander off.
Hey, get up here.
Michelle said, watch out, G's. You're going to have 500 people show up for a G party.
Sounds like a good time to me. Come on over, guys. Make sure it's potluck. Bring a dish.
Jared said, he can't sit moonshine on the pontoon like we used to be able to do.
Kelly said, open invite in Alaska.
Oh.
Don't threaten me with a good time there, Kelly.
TT Marie. Where'd she go? That little heifer. Coming in loud and...
Yeah, that ain't happening.
It's going to happen.
It's actually, I have something going on that day.
No, it'll be perfect.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I'm pretty sure it's just a doctor's appointment I penciled in on your personal calendar. Sherry said, gee, you need to go to the doctor about
Cindy,
your back.
we're not far from Waynesville either. Waynesville's 45 minutes up the road.
Have you ever, okay, you read that. Have you ever had injections in your back? Norma said, "You're all welcome here anytime." Our phone's getting ready.
Guys,
to die.
we got 5% up on the phone, so we're probably going to call it, especially now that we're talking about doctors. No, but the phone really is fixing to die, and I don't have it.
It just worked in your favor.
Yes, it did, didn't it?
I can get in there.
Everything happens for a reason. So we're going to go eat some supper and take a shower.
And locate TT because she's wandering in the yard. All right, guys.
Love you.
We'll
try to get on tomorrow. We still got a bunch more work that we got to get done, and love you. I don't know what else to say.
It's never ending. Love you guys. Bye.
Just right here. She probably would have put underneath.